Now that the future of software is questionable, I see a lot of CS college students switching over to EE, and here's my hot take about why that isn't necessarily the best idea. The beauty of CS is that it is ubiquitous and accessible, which means give anyone a laptop and an internet connection and they can build, ship, and scale from virtually anywhere. So the barrier to entry is really low and the surface area of opportunities is really large. What a lot of people don't really understand about EE is that it is different because it is hardware, which means it is dependent on physical infrastructure. And not every company or country has equal access to that. I've only really begun to experience this as I apply to internships in college. For instance, most of the EE companies in America are localized around the Bay Area, partially because Silicon Valley has such deep roots with the semiconductor industry, versus if I was a software engineer, I could work from virtually anywhere. And personally, I would love to be a digital nomad in Bali, or I would love to, work in New York. Even for companies that don't manufacture themselves, like NVIDIA, which is fabless, they're still operating within a very capital-intensive ecosystem. They just need access to tools and equipment that's not as universally accessible as software. Compare spinning out a software startup in your dorm to relying on a whole global supply chain. That's not to say that you shouldn't do EE, just be intentional about it if you're thinking about switching. Don't just follow a trend blindly and recognize the structural differences between EE and CS. If you found this helpful, give a follow for more content like this.